Hello, Shining Light. Today I want to talk about meditation and the excuses that people have about why they can't, they won't, they shouldn't. It may be even excuses that you have. I know some are excuses that I have given, and these are the most common that I have heard. Number one, no time, okay? If you've looked at my previous videos, then you know I have a 5-minute meditation, and really 5 minutes is all you need to begin to train your brain, okay? Let me tell you something. There is not a yogi that started off by sitting down and saying, I'm going to meditate for an hour. That's not realistic, and it didn't happen. What happened is, just like you learn how to ride a bike, to drive a car, to learn how to cook, to sew, any skill that you have learned, that you have mastered, or at least are efficient at, you began at the bottom. You probably pricked your finger when you started to sew a couple times. You crashed your bike. You may have crashed your car. It takes time to develop skills. Meditation is no different. Let me tell you. Your mind is an errant child that needs discipline. It's all over the place, okay? The sun's coming out. Oh. I'm speaking truth here, people, okay? Meditation is one of those things that with 5 minutes a day, you begin to train your mind to sit still and to go quiet, okay? That is the minimum amount that it takes. And with just doing 5 minutes a day, right, of breathing. So what do you do in that 5 minutes, okay? I'll just do a quick refresher. You're going to sit quietly, somewhere quiet where there's no distractions. Put your timer on, okay? Sit up, back straight. You don't have to sit cross-legged because your leg's going to fall asleep and then, oh, I can't meditate because my leg fell asleep and blah, blah, blah. Sit in a chair. Feet are flat on the floor, or you can cross them at the ankles, left over right, which sort of simulates if you were sitting cross-legged, okay? Hands on top of your thighs. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Breathe into the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 4. Close your eyes. Breathe in to the count of 4. Through the nose, exhale to the count of 4. For that 5 minutes, all you concentrate on is breathing in, count of 4, breathing out, count of 4. Is your mind going to wander? Yes. Are you going to get an earworm? Yes. Are you going to hear your neighbor mowing the lawn? Your kids running around downstairs, maybe tearing up something. Somebody rings the doorbell. Your phone should be on silent, but in case you forgot, it may vibrate or ring. These distractions happen in life. It is your job to train your mind, not have your mind train you, okay? If you are truly, if you're truly set on peace and tranquility, 5 minutes a day, all right? Now let me tell you, I can do a good hour of meditation, and when I'm feeling really good, I can go past an hour. Did I start with an hour? No, I started with 5 minutes, and then I moved to 7, then I moved to 10, 15, 20. The first time I easily did 30, I was like, whoa, I'm getting it. The first time I sat for meditation and I could meditate even though my neighbor was outside. It sounded like he was right outside my window mowing his lawn the entire time and revving his motorcycle. I was still able to meditate because instead of getting irritated, I had trained my mind to deal with distractions and still maintain that inner peace and tranquility. So when you say you don't have 5 minutes a day, however, you've been looking at TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook for like the past 30 minutes to an hour, or that Netflix binge watching, Bridgerton or Resident Alien or whatever you want to you've been looking at on Netflix or on Tubi, whatever, or being on the phone gossiping about somebody you have no business talking bad about, because your own affairs aren't in order. I'm here and I'm speaking truth, okay? Because I've done it, and sometimes, yes, I do it. I have fallen off the meditation wagon before, and what happened is I got right back on it because the darkness started creeping in. Okay, the stress, the anxiety, um, not really any depression, but some gloominess. Okay, when I started feeling that happen, I'm like, no, I can't go back there. So I began from the beginning once again. If I can just do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you just move your way up. So if you have 5 minutes, and I'm sorry, everyone has 5 minutes, begin to train your mind. And then when you feel ready, and you'll know when you feel ready because your body tells you, I can do more, I want to do more, then move up to 10 minutes. Then from 10, go to 15 and 20. And as you progress, if you are on a spiritual path, or you want to get onto a spiritual path, even if you're not, you're just a regular person who just wants to just be calm, tranquil, and free, then just do the counts. Increase your count. You can count up to 10 without stressing your breath. You can go higher even, because you are at the same time simultaneously extending and enhancing your breath control. So if you want to breathe into the count of 8, exhale to the count of 8. Whatever feels good to you, find that sweet spot. But that's the number one excuse: I have no time. Second excuse: I'm not limber enough to sit on the floor. I can't sit still for that long. I'm antsy. I got stuff to do. I got to clean the house. I can't sit. Okay. There are people who suffer from ADHD. And there are people who, because they're full of stress and anxiety, it's hard for them to sit still because their brain is in the future. Once again, I'm speaking also of things that I have experienced myself. I can't meditate because I've got something that I have to do. And it's usually something that can wait, right? Okay. One of the problems with sitting make sure you're comfortable. Again, get a comfy chair, not so comfy that you fall asleep. We do not want to fall asleep. You do not want to lay down for meditation. When we lay down and we deepen our breath, we go to sleep. You want to be in a state that is like being asleep, but you're fully awake and conscious. You want that parasympathetic, you want your parasympathetic system to be activated. That's that rest and relax, okay? So we want to sit up straight. So just get a chair. If you have problems with your back and you need to elevate your hips, then sit on a pillow. Put something in your low back so that you're not leaning over. Only a person who has some sort of back injury, or they may have sciatic nerves or whatever, it's okay to lean, but lean as little as possible, okay? Because again, you want to be that antenna. You want to sit straight up and down. Now, as for that anxiousness, that running around and having to do stuff, exercise, okay? One of the reasons why yogis do yoga is to make the body strong and flexible. When you're strong and flexible, you can sit with a straight spine because your core is strong. It's holding you up straight. You can sit with your legs crossed. You can sit because your hip bones are flexible, and you don't, have arthritic knees and, joint and inflammation and all kinds of things that are keeping you from being able to go internal, go inside, and to be able to listen to the voice of the Creator. When you can't hear anything if you're constantly being distracted, right, by your body. And once again, your body and your mind, errant children just running around. They need discipline, and it's your job to discipline yourself. So, run, walk, swim, do yoga, stretch, do some isometrics, jumping jacks, work out all that excess energy. Go play with your children at the playground. Then you come back, put them to bed, or do whatever that you need to do. And then you sit down and you give yourself quiet time for rest, relaxation, and to get your mind right. Okay? So that's the second excuse. We're going to tackle that. I can't sit comfortably, and I've got things that I need to do, and blah, 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 blah. Well, there's plenty of pillows, blankets, chairs in this world. There's no excuse why you can't sit for, again, 5 or 10 minutes and get your meditation in. There's just no excuse. The third excuse that I've heard, now this cracks me up. I actually had someone say, I cannot meditate because my mind is too active. Y'all, I don't know what the rumor is, what you've heard, what the stereotype is, what the idea is, but again, people who meditate and they meditate well and they've been doing it for years, they had to work at it. It's just like anything. Just like if you want a certain kind of body, you want to be strong, you have to go to the gym and you have to put the work in. You have to lift the weights. You have to run. You have to swim. If you want to be ripped, if you want beach body, if you want to be strong, you have to put in the work. The same thing. If your mind is overly active and you know that, it needs to be trained, and you have to train it. That means sitting down and meditating, counting to 4 or 5 or 6, inhale and exhale, counting 4, 5, 6, completely focusing because you want to concentrate. You want that focused concentration during meditation, and then you release the count. And then there's just quiet and silence, and you hold on to that silence as long as you can until you get that intrusive thought that just sort of slides in there. So again, I have been there. Trust me, I have been meditating, and a song that I heard on the radio will start playing over and over in my head, and it drives me crazy. And is it frustrating? Yes. I have gotten up in the middle of meditation and just said, screw it, bleep, I can't do it. I'm done. I can't meditate for the day. And it's frustrating, but guess what? I went back in the next day, that morning, and I did it again. Now, if you can do this once a day, well, that's great, okay? If you can do it twice a day, it's better. As long as you can meditate, okay? So those are just a few of the excuses that I've heard, and I'm debunking all of them. If you have other excuses why you can't meditate, or if you're already meditating, please leave a comment and let me know some of the excuses that you've heard, or maybe one that I've missed. Again, those are just the top 3. I'm sure there's some other ones out there that are ridiculous, like, I get hungry, or I can't deal with distractions. I don't know. If you're in pain, you've got to handle your business. Would you rather have? Okay. Train your mind to be in a constant state of peace and tranquility, where the outside world has no influence on your inner peace, where you are in a state of happiness and joy no matter what happens in your life. Even when you're in grief, even when tragedy is happening, you're still maintaining that peace and calm to get through the things that you need to. Or would you like the alternative is, I'm just going to give excuses to why I can't be happy, and you know what, I'm going to waste my time and everyone else's. If If this video is a waste of time, please don't watch it. Forward it to someone who needs it. Or maybe one day you'll hear this. You'll hear what I have to say and remember that one day I gave excuses. You know, we all evolve in different ways. And I'm not knocking anyone who, you know, they're just, if you're not ready, you're just not ready. But for those of you who are ready, okay, take the excuses and get rid of them, okay? There is no time like today. You need your peace and tranquility now, okay? Not in the future, because the future is not promised. So, again, leave a comment. Let me know what kind of excuses you've given to yourself to not do something, to work out, to not handle your business, to meditate, to, you know, run away from responsibility. I mean, who runs away from wanting like tranquility and peace? You drama queens out there, you know, I know you just love it. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been helpful. If it has, please give me a thumbs up so we can spread the word. And hit that notification bell so that we can meet again. Be well, be blessed. Today is a new day, and it is a new opportunity for you to be your best self. We'll see you next time. Namaste.